Good morning, everyone. I'm Alex Litrun. I'm here from Litrun, Pennsylvania, and I'd like to share one of my originals with you. This song is called Drifting Away. I wrote it when I was about 19 years old, and it was about a friend of mine from high school who played drums in a band with me. And you know, as time went on, I realized that in some ways this song was about me too. So here you go, Drifting Away. And told your old friends they could kiss your ass, slowly killing yourself in the dungeon. I've had enough of that scene, and now I've changed my ways. I can't live the rest of my life in a drunken haze. The best around. Turns out you were just playing the circus clown. So have another puff or two and tell your stories. You don't know if they're true, and maybe you'll awake in the morning. We'll see. I've had enough of your scene, and now my ways. I can't live the rest of my life in a drunken haze. The voices come when you're alone, too paranoid to leave your home, but the demons are inside your head, and they won't give up until you're dead. Too proud to let anyone help you. I've had enough of that scene, and now I've changed my ways. I can't live the rest of my life in a drunken haze. Maybe someday we'll meet again, my distant friend.
Wow, very nice. All right. Alex Litrun, thanks for coming in today. I really appreciate it. First time here in the Acoustic Hour, correct?
That's correct.
First time. How about that? And we just met. Recently you do open mics, and from a friend of ours, Chris Volpe, and as a result of that, you wound up here.
That's right.
All right, we're going to talk with you. I know you also know someone else you know, Kevin Stifler.
Yes.
We took a picture of you playing at, well, we're going to talk about that too. So isn't it a small world?
It is a small world, especially when it comes to music. We all seem to find each other.
Well, I tell you what, and tell me pictures and videos don't connect people. That's an example there right
Yes,
now.
absolutely.
All right, Kevin's here, so you just said, we were talking about Kevin, and you said, well, he's here. I'm like, what do you mean he's here? He's here. He heard it, he was right here, so we're glad to have Kevin here. You're listening live to Acoustic Hour 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. We're going to talk with Alex here in just a bit, hear more of his selection. Then we'll talk about that song that you just wrote. That's a really powerful song for a Sunday morning. You're listening live. It's kind of gray, but you know what? It's a gift from God, so let's enjoy it and be the best that we can be. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we're going to come back on the other side of commercial. You're listening live, but we give voice to local and regional artists.
The Mike Davis Insurance Agency in Blairsville is pleased to sponsor
Thanks.
the area's voice
He should
promoting
do this
local and
professionally,
regional
shouldn't he?
musical talent.
He's really good.
Acoustic Hour, hosted by the multi-talented and congenial Anthony
You stick with
For
this, you
over
might have
60
something.
years,
Yeah,
the Mike
I'll
Davis
tell ya.
Insurance Agency has been offering coverage for
And you gotta hit him for
auto,
double skill
home,
because you're on
life,
AM
and
and
business
FM, so that's.
For
Oh, yeah,
comprehensive
yeah.
insurance,
I don't know what doubled up
contact
is,
the
but
Mike
you're in.
Davis Insurance Agency, 329 North Walnut
That's nothing
Street,
before
Blairsville.
I didn't learn. I didn't learn 2
Count on
times 0 in my multiplication.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. That's Mike Davis's commercial. They actually, wow, this is. Here we go. Come on. You ready? All right, we're back on Acoustic Guy in 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. How about that? FM, finally. All right. You know what? We've had folks call in and say, "Hey, I like the FM. You sound like a real person." Okay. Thank you very much, anonymous person out there who said that. Well, we're here live with Alex Litrun, and Alex is from Litrun, and first time here. But not the first time playing, because you played all over the place, and we want to talk a little bit about how you got here. Who is Alex Litrun?
Well, the main thing that everybody needs to know, I guess, is that I come from a very musical family from the time I can remember. I mean, back to my earliest memories, there was always music in the house. And my grandfather was a professional musician, and he's the one that got me started, and it's been a huge part of my life ever since. I have a lot of other interests. You know, I have a background with literature and creative writing and things like that, but music has always been my #1 passion, and I've been playing since I was 9. So this is a big part of who I am.
Okay, you back to your grandfather. What's his name and what did he play?
My grandfather, Sam Sala, he was a bass player, and he played ethnic music. He was a Serbian American and played Serbian music.
Wow.
Yeah, and keeping up the traditional folk music from the old country, and he did that for close to 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And who else in your family is musical?
I have 2 of his brothers were in his group with him, and a brother-in-law. And their kids, which would be my mom's first cousins, there are several of them that are singers, guitar players.
Wow.
We get together for the holidays, and there are normally 6 or 8 guitars out, and a group of people singing, and and we cover the spectrum of music. Country to traditional to some of our ethnic music, and so there are a bunch of us. I joke around. I might be the 10th most talented people in my person in my family. Yeah.
Now, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Penn Township. In Harrison City.
Okay.
And so I lived there until I was a teenager, and then I moved to Greensburg, and I've lived in Latrobe for about 10 years.
What kind of student were you in school?
I was a pretty good student, yeah.
I have different notes to say, but go on.
No, I was a pretty good student, and I was blessed. I was one of those people that typically didn't have to take a book home and study.
Okay.
But I didn't like school. Too much structure for me, but I did well. I did well.
Well, we'll jump ahead a little bit. Why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do? I get enjoyment out of making other people happy. Yeah, King Baby, and I got the title from an article that was written, and it was basically it was sort of like a psychological type article about our infant self presenting itself as an adult. Being basically a baby in an adult body.
All right, you're listening live to the Acoustic Hour. As Alex Litrun here, where we give voice to local and regional artists.
now I know I've made it. I'll be long gone before I'm found out. My power is not to be doubted. Say the word and my puppet shout it. You don't have to think when you're part of the crowd. Nobody saw me coming. Now I've got them scared and running. I'll be long gone before they figure it out. And I am King Baby, and I wear the crown that ignorance gave me. You were too angry to see through the scheme. Call me King Baby, swear your allegiance and maybe I'll let you be part of the American dream. I find it all so amusing. I manage to win when I'm losing. I lean back and laugh while you cry and pound. My every word will be published. I'll let no slight go unpunished. You'll be long gone if you don't figure that out. Never had to earn my living. What I have has been freely given. Stand in my way and I'll buy you out. And the working man got to thinking, it's not my fault that the ship is sinking. Blame somebody else, that's what I'm all about. And I am King Baby, and I wear the crown that ignorance gave me. You were too angry to see through the scheme. Call me King Baby, swear your allegiance and make